This is the kind of occasion we all relish as football fans. Non-stop hype all week long, and now for the action. Good evening on what is, I regret to have to report, a pretty unpleasant night. The rain has been lashing down here. I'm your match commentator, Derek Ray, at the microphone, and sitting alongside me is the former Arsenal, West Ham and Coventry midfielder.
Oh, we recorded. Hello, welcome back to Armchair Armory. And yeah, been a couple of weeks, international break, which I did not partake in any way whatsoever. I don't normally follow England during these sort of glorified friendlies, that is the Nations League, or in any other capacity until they get into the tournaments, most probably. I used to, when I was a teenager, I used to follow all the qualifying games as well. Excuse me. And yeah, I used to follow the qualifying games quite strongly. I remember actually being in a student union bar. My friend used to go to University College London in North London, and yeah, I was in his student union bar watching the game against Croatia leading up to Euro 2008 when Arsenal, when England didn't qualify. So I used to, but yeah, I was sort of like thought there's better things I could be doing with my time. But yeah, obviously we're back now. Champions League on Tuesday. I'm actually recording this on the evening of our first win after a while. We beat Nottingham Forest 3-0 earlier on today as I'm recording this. Obviously I didn't see the game, but I heard it was a good performance. I'm yet to go back and watch the highlights. I'll see if I can get time after this to do that. But yeah, it's good because we haven't won a game in like 5 or 6 games. I think we hadn't won a game. No, I think it's 5 because the last game we won, I think it's either 4 or 5. But the last game we won was in the League Cup against Preston. And obviously we drew to Liverpool, lost to Bournemouth, lost to crap, can't remember now. That's embarrassing. Yeah, lost to Bournemouth, lost to Newcastle, drew with Chelsea, and we also lost to Inter Milan in that as well. So yeah, it was, I said before, I think I didn't do a preview because it wasn't on TV, but I said I put on the title must win, and I don't normally say that very often because I think that phrase is used quite flippantly and quite cliched a lot of the time. I think people say it's a must win without actually knowing the context of what they mean by it's a must win. But I think with this, it definitely was a must win. Whether or not we win the league this season is neither here nor there. It's more to do with we've had a very bad October and early November, and it's sort of like you can't continue that on going into Christmas, because obviously Christmas from now until early January, the fixtures are going to be coming thick and fast. So we definitely can't afford to drop any more points, or at least start off dropping any more points. So I'm glad to see that we won today. We've got a few winnable games coming up going forward. I know I'm meant to be talking about Sporting, but yeah, we've got a few in the Premier League. We've got a couple of winnable games coming up. Obviously, West Ham away next Saturday. We then have Manchester United at home. I wouldn't necessarily say that's winnable, but being that it's at home, we've had quite a good record against Man United at home recently. I probably will be tuning in to watch Ruben Amorim's first competitive game in charge against Man United. They play Ipswich at Portman Road tomorrow afternoon, so I might tune in just to see how they do. The annoying thing is that if they do well, we are fully in their new manager bounce, which is going to be so annoying. But yeah, and then after that we've got Fulham, who we lost to at Craven Cottage last season, but I think, you know, they had a bad result again today against Wolves. I think they lost 4-1 or 5-2. So yeah, I think the next 5 West Ham, United, West Ham, Manchester United, Fulham, Everton, Crystal Palace are games we should probably be the favourites for, but you never know. The Premier League is so unpredictable. Looking forward to that just before Christmas, playing Palace in the Carabao Cup at home and then Paris in the league, Palace in the Carabao Cup at home and then Palace away in the league worries me as well, because again, I've said before, there's this weird, I always feel there's this weird thing that goes on if you play a team more than 3 times, if you play a team from your league 3 times in a season, one of those times they're going to beat you or get something from you. So yeah, I'd rather not be knocked out of the Carabao Cup, but at the same time I wouldn't really want to be dropping points against them at Selhurst Park. But yeah, Sporting. So the last game, as I mentioned, we lost 1-0 to Inter. Better performance. It was, you could tell that like the result today with Forest was probably like Inter was sort of a precursor for that. Inter and Chelsea were a bit of precursors for today's performance, I suppose. But we were not quite at it attacking wise against Inter Milan, and now it sort of puts us in a very precarious position going forward, because of the fact that because of the whole league table thing. I'm trying to check the table, so let me share that so I can actually talk about it. So we are currently in 12th, and the points difference isn't that massive, to be fair. Like the highest between 9th and 13th, well, even 16th is 8, and that's Atalanta. So yeah, we're not, I suppose we're not that far off. I mean, it depends on other results, but yeah, this whole new thing of the Champions League is just so confusing. Like, it doesn't really make much sense, and it kind of is similar to what I know I was talking about it at the beginning with the whole international break. It sort of has vibes of the Nations League. It just feels like it's, even though it is actually the Champions League, it just feels like it's a bit glorified now. Like, why do we only play Paris Saint-Germain once? Why do we only play Inter Milan once? It's just silly. But I don't think they're going to change it back to what it was before. I think the whole reason why they're doing this is for money. And this is why they were against the UEFA were against the Super League, because they were going to do pretty much the same thing anyway. But yeah, we're level on points with Juventus and City, and I think Juventus play Aston Villa next, if my memory serves me correctly.
But I think the keeper has made a mistake here. While it's a decent finish, it shouldn't go in at that near post.
Yeah, Aston Villa away they've got next, and City have Feyenoord, which, to be honest, both those teams will probably win. Yeah. So yeah, we do have to start winning, because yeah, I really don't want to have to play another game, another 2 games in the Champions League. I'd rather be in this position if we can get there, that is. I think the rest of our Champions League fixtures are not too bad after this. I suppose it will be interesting to see how Sporting do, because obviously Amarim's left now and gone to Man United, so it's not going to be the same team that beat City 4-1 in the last the last round of games. And I was saying this to somebody the other day that, yeah, like, they're not a team to be written off, because obviously when we played them in the Europa League a couple of seasons ago, like they knocked us out. Yes, it was on penalties, but they gave us a game that tie. So yeah, we got on the 11th of December, we've got Monaco at home, which again should be winnable. I say that, but I have nightmares about when we thought we thought we'd got a favourable draw in the Champions League, and they beat us 3-0 at home. Then Dynamo Zagreb at home, and then Girona away. All three of those games should be winnable, should be games that we should win. But again, because there's so many teams in this Champions League, this new Champions League format, like it's really hard to sort of sit here and say, okay, if we win here, here, and here, we'll be 7th or whatever. And it's like, well, if all 8 of these teams keep winning, just everyone will stay where they are, essentially. So if every team between 1st and 16th all win, we'll just all be in the same place, or in and around the same places, minus goal difference and stuff like that. So it's all a bit all over the place. I think we can win this game, and I think we've got to take the form that we took to the Forest game today in the league and go and do it out there in Portugal. Because it will be a good way to bounce back after losing our last game against Inter, and as confidence boosting going into West Ham. So yeah, very, 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 very interesting. But I think we'll do it. Like I think on paper we are probably the better team. It's just that away games in the Champions League are always really difficult, so you can never be too sure how it's going to be on the day. I think the reason why, from what I saw of the lineup for the Forest game, why there was a lot of players rested today, is I think he was looking ahead to that game on Tuesday. And interestingly, with the league games afterwards, we don't actually leave London for quite a while. Yeah, I think we're in London pretty much until the 4th of January. Pretty good. Brighton is the first away game after that. I know, Brighton is the first away game outside of London after that. After the 1st of January. So yeah, that's pretty good. But you've got to take advantage of that. You can't just sit there and be like, oh yeah, well, we're going to be in London, so we'll win every game. Doesn't really work like that. But yeah, let's see. As I say, with Sporting, I think we can do it. And we need to do it, to be honest, because yeah, if we want to put any sort of headway in this Champions League, we have to win most of these games coming up. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there. I will be back again after the game on Tuesday. Like and subscribe. I hope you enjoy the rest of this simulation. You probably will enjoy it a lot more than I did playing it. But yeah, until Tuesday evening, as always, take care and stay safe.
Oh, lovely weighted ball. They might be in. Asking a lot to score from there. Goalkeeper's ball. The referee's letting it go as they keep the ball. Who can he pick out? And he stopped them in their tracks. Attacking possibilities for Sporting here. Pedro Gonçalves. Giving it a try. Oh, really commanding goalkeeping. And winning it back. Can he put it away? Well, he would have been disappointed had he spilled that one. Jorginho. The conditions look pretty good for the counter-attack. And he's in. There it is! A fantastic goal, and no wonder he's off celebrating.
Well, here you can see it again. Good run, great strength, and a composed finish under pressure. That's a top-class goal.
3-2 it is. Who would have predicted that before a ball was kicked? Pedro Gonçalves. Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. And offside, I rather think he was caught in two minds.
Well, he just needed to go elsewhere with his pass. He showed a complete lack of awareness there.
Trincao. Can he take the chance? Oh, good work to deny the opportunity. Mikel Merino. Went in strongly, decisively. Now what can they do from here? And I think, unfortunately for him, the less said about that attempt, the better.
Well, he had a lot of options there, but he's chosen the wrong one. That was a poor effort.
Failure to keep the ball by Arsenal. Might lead to a chance. Can he do it? And there it is, the goal they wanted for security. They lead by 2 now. They can breathe that bit more easily.
Well, here's another look, and you can see what a good finish this is. He holds off the defender brilliantly and keeps his composure. That's a great goal.
So the current scoreline, 4-2. William Saliba. It's with Mikel Merino. Gabriel Jesus. Mikel Merino. And it's Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Jesus! A goal here! Giving his team precisely what they were looking for. Now he deserves to celebrate it.
Well, it's a goal you'd expect him to score, but he kept his cool and he put it away nicely. He'll be happy with that.
Well, how about this? 4-3. Arsenal have given it away. Gyökeres. The defender put in the challenge, and it might be a red card. And in the refereeing trade, they call it dogzo, denial of a goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, the referee's got that right. He saved a possible goal there, but at a cost.
And there is the goal to make it a hat-trick. Excellence in finishing, there for all to see.
Well, let's look at this again because it gets better and better each time you see it. It's perfect technique, lots of movement on the ball and nothing the opposition can do about this apart from don't give free kicks away.
Well, what an extraordinary scoreline. Does this game have more goals in it? He read the situation defensively and did his job. And passing it through, could be in. Defending of the highest class to stop him. Might be onto something with that ball. Oh, what an opportunity. Oh, and it goes! Now he has his hat-trick. A special moment for him.
Well, just look how exposed the keeper is. He's got absolutely no chance there, but they do take it well, you have to say.
The ball back with Sporting now. Schulman. Well, that's a fine-looking pass. Oh, in with a chance. And a really good stop.
Well, that's a save of the highest quality. Great goalkeeping there.
Who's going to get on the end of it? Well, really stout defending there. Off the line. You can't really tackle like that and expect to get away with it. Booking to come, you would think. Well, the card is out, and it's yellow.
Yeah, it's clumsy and it's late. Definitely a yellow card.
Perfect challenge. Making progress. And the alarm bells are ringing. Still could be dangerous. In it goes! At the second time of asking, and the keeper feels hung out to dry.
Well, when you see this again, I think the goalkeeper's very unlucky. He makes a good initial save, but the ball comes off of him, rebounds straight to an attacker, and the finish is excellent.
It's a massive lead, and it's very hard to imagine them losing it now. He's in behind. Oh, burying them beneath an avalanche of goals. No let up here.
Well, here it is, 1v1 against the keeper, and the outcome was never really in doubt. He never looked like missing that.
Jorginho. We will have 3 minutes of additional time at the end here. Oh, big chance! And he's outdone himself, and it's come off the keeper. Well, if only he'd been able to stay onside.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Stay onside, and that could have been a really big chance.
So deciding to make a personnel change at this juncture. Jorginho. The full-time whistle and disappointment for Arsenal on match day one. A very poor start to their Champions League season.
Well, it's not the start they wanted. It puts them under a bit of pressure going into the next game. They need to bounce back now.